we had a record-breaking snowstorm. We made $114,000 in one snowstorm.
What's up, vlog? Yeah. The ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I've seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like BMX sing. These boys pussy and they PMS sing. People in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene.
Yes, baby, look at you. Big change of plans. I was supposed to be in Naples right now on a boat. Long story short, my stepmom is calling me and I'm like, what the hell does she want? I just left the house. Earlier that morning, I stayed over in Venice, went down to Naples, because my mom is up here in Tampa. So she's texting me like, your father had fell, he's injured, he's like, she called the police, get home. I'm like, what the hell? So I start calling her back. I'm like, what the fuck? I start trying to call my dad, he's not answering. So then I call my step brother, Al, shout out to Big Al. And basically I get on FaceTime with him and I see my dad. There's ambulance, you know, there's ER people, ambulance people in the house with a stretcher. And he's like yelling or moaning in pain. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So long story short, my dad had gotten violently ill, like a stomach bug that day. I was just hanging out with him the night before. And I guess he got extremely dehydrated and he was sitting in bed, he had to throw up. And keep in mind, he was texting me 30 minutes before this started. He was texting me like, oh, I got violently ill, like just a heads up, we've all had it. So I guess he got up out of bed and lost consciousness and fucking passed the fuck out. Cracked open his head and his lip. So his lip was split open. I hopped in my car as soon as I saw that FaceTime and drove right to the ER where they took him. You know, I was fighting, you know, with what's new, but I was fighting with some of them down there because they're like, well, we can only allow 2 people at a time. I was like, man, with all due respect, like, I want to see my fucking dad. I was able to go in the room. I got in the room. He was fine. He was conscious. He got it all. His whole face got stitched up, and then stitched up here. He got released at like 1 a.m. For those of you that don't know, my father donated his kidney to me when I was 20 years old. I'm going to be 25 tomorrow. I'm 24 today. And I have a rare kidney disease. And what comes with that, number one, I'm a blessed individual. But what comes with that, folks, is I'm an immunosuppressed individual. Right, I'm on 3 to 4 different immunosuppressant drugs. Because I have this rare kidney disease called C3G, they suppress my immune system for that, plus they suppress my immune system for having someone else's organ in my body. I have a buddy, Colin, right now who's in the hospital in Penn Med. He's my age. He had a liver transplant 2 years ago. I was in the hospital when he got that done. Long story short, Colin's back in the hospital. He's getting back on the list for another transplant. Keep in mind, this is all happening at once. I just got inundated with, you know, hey, my dad fell. He's bleeding all over the fucking house. He's not getting up. My stepmom can't lift him up. And then Colin's finally texted me because I think he got flighted from Wilkes-Barre to Penn Medicine because he's a transplant recipient. You really don't know, right? In today's world, you really don't know what could happen to you, your parents, your loved ones. In reality, right, y'all can watch this video and think about whatever the fuck you're gonna think about, but you really don't understand it till you've been through it. Here's the nice thing about Tampa, the Lifetime in Tampa. They got this pool area, they got this pickleball area, then they got this whole workspace area. Outlets, which are crucial. Spent the day running at Bayview Boulevard. Hopped on a couple calls. Gonna go pick up dinner for my mom for Valentine's Day. Had a couple calls with my Valentine's girls, but they're all up north. And probably gonna go out with the boys later tonight. I was just texting my buddy Mike about doing a cigar lounge. Corvette's supposed to get here at 9 or 10 p.m. So I told Mike, I was like, listen, once my car drops, I'll whip that bitch right over. What's going on, boys and girls? And theys and thems. About to pull up to Starbucks, grab a coffee, egg bites, water. Same order almost every day. I was at Lifetime, getting some work done. Picked up dinner for my mom and I, dropped it off. We had a little Valentine's Day dinner. Waited till my car got dropped, and it got dropped at like 9:50. I told my guys, as soon as this gets dropped, bro, I'll pull up. And that's what we did. So we pulled up, went to the cigar lounge. Woke up to 25, 30 messages saying happy birthday. I'm a blessed individual, guys. It's my birthday. Out here listening to Fetty Wap. And I can ride with my baby. 7:50 p.m. in the afternoon. I did wake up really late today because I was out really late. But we're over here at Lifetime Fitness here in Tampa. I'm about to go in, get a workout in. But I've been doing some communication, so I have like 30 texts of people wishing me happy birthday. So if you guys are one of the people that wish me happy birthday, thank you so much. It's really a blessing to have this many people connected, you know, messaging me happy birthday compared to where I was at 15. I'm gonna try to go make these biceps a little bit bigger. Just got done my weekly coaching call at Service Pro Elite. It starts at 4 p.m. on Sundays. I stood on a little bit later than usual to onboard this new student of mine. We went over his overhead, his daily overhead, daily owner's profit, everything he needs, the foundation he needs to go out there and price every single job he's gonna do this season. And then we got a social media strategy set up. We got basic questions answered for him. Shout out to Eric one-on-one. So that was great. I got to do it in such a beautiful area here in Tampa at the Lifetime. And now I'm gonna do a couple more admin things. I'm low energy and starving. And after all that energy we put out in the group coaching call, which was amazing, I'm ready to eat some steak, baby. Let's get to it. Here's the true test. Pretty solid garage door, folks. We're down here in Florida. I'm about to go pick up my boy Ethan. He works for Service Pro Elite. He got down here to Tampa last night. We're gonna go, he's only saying 6 minutes away, look at that. We're gonna go get some coffee, go do some shit that we normally do out here. Stay tuned, man. I'm gonna drop a lot of shit in this vlog. Man, that's what we got going on, man. We're gonna pull up to the Benz dealer.
So tell me, so you said you were at Lifetime?
Yeah, I was pulling up to Lifetime like I do every day. I'm down here, and then and the chick behind the counter was like, well, listen, you've used up like your 7 days, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, like, she's like, listen, I'll let you go today, but you're gonna have to either sign up to be a member here. And I'm like,
I thought Lifetime's like every spot.
that's what I thought too, Ethan. So I'm like, that's weird. Like, all right, just sign me up. And she's like, all right. So then she pulls out this little fucking one page plan, and she's like, so I'm thinking it's a membership. Like, obviously we pay whatever we pay, like $360 a month. And
Yeah.
so their membership is like $385. I'm like, all right, just do the membership. And then she was like, but there is $1,000 initiation fee. What? That's what I said. I'm like, ma'am, we've been a member for 6 years. Just let me use this fucking club while I'm here for another 2 weeks.
That's a good one.
Yeah. How's business back home?
It's really good.
Really good.
We had a record-breaking winter, and we're growing the team, like we're growing the management team. So we've been doing these weekly operations calls, which is really aligning all of us on one like-minded goal.
That's good.
And like I said, we had a record-breaking snowstorm. We made $114,000 in one snowstorm.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I saw that when I called you. You looked like you were really getting after it.
My guys have those things, right? And like, I was like, I don't like my guys using that shit because then they kind of look like criminals with their masks on. So, what is it called? It's a ski mask.
Yeah.
So
it's like up at the top and the bottom. Right?
one of my guys left the mask on the truck, and I was out there plowing. I was like, and I had to get out of the truck. I'm like, let me try this shit on. And I tried this shit on. I'm like, brother, I could be out here all night with this thing on, with gloves and that on. Like,
That's what I thought too about it.
So I ordered the whole team some ski masks.
It's pretty cool that you get to like come down to Florida while business is kind of still rolling, you know?
Yeah, 100%. That's how I designed it, man. It's like, I want to be able to have that freedom to come down here, like get a tan, work on my business instead of in it.
Yeah.
Little mini boy coffee.
We were just walking out of Starbucks. I was like, look what the cup says, E. You've got this, guys. And if you're doubting yourself in your landscaping business right now, right? It's the middle of winter, bills aren't getting paid, money's slow, you're starting to doubt yourself. Go down to Starbucks and get you a cup of coffee and get back in the game, folks. You gotta stay in the game. That's what this shit's about. In the toughest days, you gotta focus on making it day to day.
Chop out the brain, speed out in flames. Crib is insane.
Listen, we got a text message from one of my new Service Pro students, Eric.
Basically, I've got this patio that a really good opportunity for me. It's pretty simple. Had a good assessment with the people, and then I went and did the numbers and just sent them the numbers, you know, like a jobber quote with a rendition on it, just from AI. And I was wondering, do you usually have a call before you send that quote?
How much was the quote, Eric?
$7,000.
Yeah, so that kind of stuff I personally don't have a call on, especially if it's small like that.
Okay, cool.
I send the quote out, and then I send him a personalized text message from my cell phone, and I put the video testimonials on the text.
Where are we at?
Are we in Cali all of a sudden? No. Look at this large structure. What did
Have
this
you
cost
never
to
seen
build?
this?
Are we building back better with this bridge above us? 50 burpees yesterday. I worked out with this guy that's going to be a guest on our service protocol. He sold his company for $50 million. He's like, well, why don't you come do a morning workout with me? I'm like, all right, bro.
And his whole workout was just 50 burpees? Or was there other things too?
We did this whole running and routine where it's like you run a little bit, then you stop at a corner and do these different things, and then you run more and run more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the end, we were he's like, all right, we got to do 50 burpees to end this off.
Huh.
I was like, all right, Bubba. But I haven't done burpees in a minute. We got Ethan hanging out here in his natural fucking habitat. Bounce that ass just like your friends, bro. All right, folks, me and E found an indoor spot at my buddy's apartment complex. Pretty nice here, huh?
Pretty nice. A lot of rooms, a lot of spots.
When we had that conversation with Eric about his quote, he just sent me his quote through Jobber. Eclipse Landscaping. Great, there's a picture of the patio, that's perfect. The only thing I'm gonna respond back to him about is how he has his materials separated. That's a no-go. Cannot do that in this business. It has to be one proposal for the patio. If they want an optional Riverstone option, that's fine too. Irrigation, that's fine too, but it cannot be that broken up. All right, guys, we just got a missed call from Fred a couple minutes ago when I was out filming, so I'm gonna call him back.
Hi, Chase.
Hey, Fred, how's it going today?
Good. Listen, we've really been very pleased with Catherine. She's been really helpful, and I guess as of the 16th, we pretty much nailed down all of the plantings. We're looking forward to working with you.
Fred, we are too, and thank you for the positive feedback about Catherine. Yeah, I'm excited. So we'll get this updated, resent. All right, guys, we just got some videos uploaded. We're down here in the Florida office. Right, Ethan?
Yes, sir.
Updated that proposal with Fred, our client, so sent him the updated proposal right after we got off the call, right? One thing you guys want to keep in mind is like the phrase I use with my students is speed to lead. It matters so much how fast you're getting back to your clients.
Money, power and fame, nigga, risking their life for these millions.
Change the price we're eliminating digging the trough and getting rid of all those concrete blocks, and the price is the same.
No, the original price I thought was $36.50. Let me just double check here.
$200. I mean, we're eliminating all the digging, all the concrete, pieces. That's more than $200.
Yeah, I think the only other thing we're not thinking about is we still have material costs. Like, yeah, I know we're getting rid of concrete, but we still have to pay for new plastic edging.
But this is cheap. I mean, I've priced that out myself.
Okay. What would you think is fair, Fred?
We're gonna have to do better with that, or I'll just do that part of it myself. I was thinking it ought to eliminate at least $1,500 off of that.
That's quite a bit of a difference.
Well, I mean, it doesn't take much to power wash. I can do the power washing and put the sand in there. The other is just pulling up that, the plastic edging is down right now and putting down new edging.
100%, because you do it yourself 100%. But I think people don't realize with the poly sanding, Fred, it's quite a process where if you don't do it right, the poly sand stays on top of the paver, and then if it dries like that, you literally have to take like a piece of sanding paper for days and sand off each paver, because the poly sand, turns into like a concrete style product.
Okay, well, if you can reduce that to $2,500, then go ahead, and we'll go ahead.
Sounds good. Let me think about that, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
All right, guys, so when you get an objection like that for $200, this, that, the third, you got to kind of hold your ground. You got to explain to the client, hey, here's what's really involved in this project. Obviously, any client in the world thinks they can install a shrub or build a patio. But the truth is they can't. No, I'm not going to reduce my price to $2,500. I'll reduce it a little bit more, like $3,200 total. But I think guys get lost on how much this stuff costs. The poly sand, not guys, but clients, and don't just fold into them like that. I'm not gonna. It's not fucking name your price a show, right? Because what you're doing when you lower your price is you're actually hurting your business, and then you're hurting your team members, you're hurting your future family, you're hurting your marketing spend, you're hurting your growth. That's what happens when you lower your price like that.
Where are we headed right now?
We're headed down to the Benz dealership, and we're gonna go see if the guy that I've been talked to about at the cigar lounge multiple times, if Manny's there. Go chat with this guy Manny. Apparently he sells 50, 60 cars a month. Apparently he's Mercedes-Benz biggest #1 sales guy.
Really?
What's up, Chase? How you doing?
Good, brother. I'm just cruising through the streets of Tampa.
So I've never quoted a pergola. I don't know how to quote it out.
Okay, are you gonna self-install it, or is a subcontractor gonna install it?
It's a self-installment.
On your first one, I would recommend doing just a traditional, either pressure treated or cedar, pergola. That's not like that, because if you make like the wrong cut or drill in the wrong hole in the fake lumber, you're gonna fuck it up. It's gonna cost you a lot of money.
That's what I'm seeing right now. So I should look into how much the cost of the material.
Yeah, you gotta
first, and then
exactly. You gotta get your cost of materials right with everything: lumber, brackets, screws, all that stuff. Are you gonna stain it? Right, that would be like an optional upsell I would do to the client. Like, hey, if you want this stain to look like this color as it shows in our design, here's an optional staining quote, right? And
yes.
then, so get me the cost of materials for the paint, and then we can start putting the proposal together. I mean, most likely it's gonna take 2 guys, 2 days, maybe a third day if they're very new to it. It takes my guy a day to build these pergolas.
Really?
Yeah. That would break on me. Because these Maybachs, they bounce.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, are you from Philly?
I am. I'm a Philly boy.
How did I get that right?
How did you know that?
You're not from the city with palm trees in it?
No.
You gotta use your muscle. Use that, push down and hold. What gym do you go to?
Fusion.
We're leaving the gym, quick gym sesh. I mean, it wasn't really a gym sesh, it was just sauna and shower. We're gonna go meet up with my boy Carson Shifsky down at Hyde Park for some dinner. And then we're gonna do something after that. He was like, oh, you got the vet down here? I'm like, hell yeah, brother. And then he was like, all right, so we can do donuts with it after dinner. I'm like, I don't know. You can fishtail pretty easily. I do know that.
Vlog?
This is the fucking vlog, brother.
Let's go.
Say what's up to the vlog, brother.
What's up, vlog?
Tell them your name and where you from.
Reed Valentine, Stillwater, Minnesota.
That's your girl's Valentine right there, folks.
Oh, is it facing me now?
It's on you,
Dude,
brother.
Shit. Carson Shifsky from Stillwater, Minnesota. What's up? Are we on YouTube?
On YouTube.
We're on YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
They might clip this shit up and post it on Instagram, though.
Oh, we're going to Instagram
Down
next.
for it.
What's the vlog? Just day in the life down here?
Yeah, day in the life. So we started filming when I left my house. Starbucks, work, different location, work.
Dude, you got to drop the Starbucks. Get to new coffee shop every day, little hole in the wall coffee shop.
There's not hole in the wall coffee shops.
way.
There's 3 other coffee shops, and that's it though, other than Starbucks and Dunkin'.
Come on.
Guys, America's owned by big corporations.
Yeah.
I'm like one of these guys. Check it out. Good morning, guys. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm here at my dad's house in Venice, Florida. Today's agenda, we're going down to Fort Myers to take a ferry boat from Fort Myers to Key West. And then we're going to log in the hotel, check in the hotel, probably go for a run or something like that, get a workout in, and start go exploring. So stay tuned. To go in, I look like a probably something I can't say on camera. Got my business bag and a book bag and some running shoes. Let's get to it. Look at this. The man, the myth himself, T-Wall. Let me get Lambo in a feature here. Come here, Lambo. Yes, baby. Look at you.
As well as outside out back in 2 white dock boxes. And at the very top of the stairs on the top deck, there are 2 large white dock boxes that contain life jackets. Our life floats are also located up on that top deck.
Guys, I feel like I'm back in Europe. Check this shit out. Some boats like this. And they have like food and everything. Check that out. Check this shit out. Oh, it's windy up here. You taking a little nap? Yeah, look at this view, guys. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Seen your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. Coffee this morning, then the pool. We're gonna hang out, then we gotta log out. I got my weekly coaching call at Service Pro Elite today at 3 p.m., which is a little bit earlier than 4 p.m., which is what we normally do. And then we have a guest speaker coming on, Brian McNally, who sold his company for $50 million. He started it in 7 years. Stay tuned. So going back to today's itinerary, folks, it's Sunday. I'm headed back up north on the 3rd or whatever. Sorry guys, I am so distracted here. So we got the pool today, weekly coaching call, and then we're gonna go head back up to Fort Myers on the ferry at 6 o'clock today, which is a 4-hour ride. So honestly, I was gonna treat my dog walking to this nice dinner, but I'm not gonna have time to do it because it's gonna be an hour and a half back up north. I'm not gonna get home till midnight.
The ones that hate me the most will just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings.
Guys, we gotta be out of the hotel by 12 noon. I just dropped off Terrence's coffee. I'm gonna go back upstairs, get changed to go for a run because it's like 10:30 right now. I got off the call with a consulting group local to my area that supplies laborers and team members for landscaping companies. So I talked to Carlos, the owner of that company, for a while. I'm gonna meet up with him this coming week and just get to some more information on his company. I want to see what it's about, you know. And I'm in talks with my realtor. We're negotiating my offer on a new shop in Westchester. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted. I mean, supposedly supposed to make a decision today. I'm gonna go for a run, come back in, change before 12 noon, hang out by the pool, grab lunch. We gotta return the golf cart. 6 p.m. our ferry leaves to go back to Fort Lauderdale tonight. Just met some new friends in the Mustang. I met them on the island yesterday down at the fort. Look at this, guys. Yeah, those folks are from Maryland. I met them on the fortress yesterday, and they were just chatting, they're like, oh, you know, what's your social media, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, it's just my name, you know, and they're just a cute couple. Boom, we're here.
How was it, Lambo? Did you have a good meal? How do the birds smell?
Like chicken.
All right, Key West, next time we'll stay here. Even though I love their hotel, super nice hotel.
Very nice. Probably more expensive. Maddie just put like an org chart together for our company. You know?
And is there like space in there to show you like, hey, here's where people are missing type of deal? Is that the point of it?
Yeah, exactly. We don't have names on which boxes we need to hire people for, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm reading this on Threads right now, Terrence.
Yeah.
This guy says, we will not have World War III. And then he produces 4 reasons. Iran does not have a partner for a global conflict. Russia has its hands full with Ukraine. China has economic considerations that impede its appetite for war. North Korea can't launch a ship.
They can't launch a missile either. No, they can launch a missile, but they can't launch a ballistic missile.
William says, we're going to be able to vacation in Gaza, Cuba, Venezuela, Iran, and maybe Minnesota soon.
Oh my God, that is good. See, I love that kind of sense of humor. It is so clever.
I've reposted that one.
Oh my God, that is clever.
That is so funny. Check it out. Mar-a-Lago, right here. This kind of looks like Trump's place in Florida, right? Check out. I wonder what the landscaping costs at this estate here. I got the valet ticket in my pocket. All right, guys, just got back from a late lunch. Gonna hop on, bring the laptop out, get ready for our call today. We got a guest, Brian McNally, starting in 8 minutes. And the topic for today's call is how to grow and scale your company. So I'm excited about that because he sold his company for, I believe, just under 50 million about 2 years ago.
You gon' forever be mine.
All right, guys, we just wrapped up here at Wawa, charged the truck up almost to 100%. We got an email blast sent out to Corey, my office manager, that she's gonna send out to our clients. We drafted up. We finalized the quote we just went on at 12 noon. We're gonna head to our 2 p.m. quote, and then we have a 3 p.m. quote, all within 5-10 minutes of each other, which is a real blessing. Catherine, what did you get for lunch here at Wawa?
Classic quesadilla.
Nosh. And we already had an approval on the first quote we went on of the day. Shout out to Sharon, very nice woman. And shout out to Reese's, her puppy. Loud ass little dog. This is what Chester County looks like, folks. Trees, fog. This is where the Pilgrims settled. And they set up camp in these types of woods. 200 years later, folks are driving Cybertrucks through the woods on a road. And that's your local landscaper. Catherine, how did that quote go?
Easy peasy, in and out.
We're gonna do a design for him as well. Repeat client of mine here in Chester Springs. Such an amazing individual. I wish every single client was like him. You send him quotes and he improves, kind of. So with clients like that, I try not to like push too much of like, hey, you need to pay for a design. Like, he's bought so many services from us for the past, 3-4 years, 5 years that we'll just whip something up real quick for him and his wife, and that'll be that. Pretty simple stuff. Catherine's gonna work on another edit image design we sold yesterday for a client in Ardmore, and we did a massive drainage quote that I gotta figure out. I mean, it's not that massive, it's honestly average, but it's just like, it's a lot of constant water. What do you think, Catherine?
I've never seen anything like it, so that's not my area of expertise, but you can do it. I feel like you can.
There's a solution to every problem, and that's what I tell everyone in my life, regardless if they're a client or someone in the hospital or someone has financial problems. Some solutions come right off the top of my head. Other solutions are a little bit slower. I have 60% of that guy's solution in my head that we know it needs to get done. The other 40%, I'm going to rely on my colleagues. And guys, this is why it's so important in our industry as tradesmen and women and landscapers, like, build a network. Build a network of not just landscapers, not just electricians, but plumbers, contractors, roofers, all these different trades, so that we can kind of see, hey man, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about this? That's the way to do that kind of stuff. And if my fucking internet service was at 4 bars, I would have done 4 more tasks in the past 45 seconds, but unfortunately it's still at 2.
Never put a nigga, always stay silent. Keep it real with niggas, never lie, and always stay honest.
Guys, I just got done the gym. I'm down here in Philadelphia, picking up dinner for my boy Colin and I. My buddy Colin's in the hospital, and he unfortunately has a couple health issues similar to what I had. But he needs a double transplant. He needs liver and kidney transplant, and so I've been in Florida. But I told him once I'm back up here, I'm going to come visit him. So that's what I'm doing. Gonna go get our 5 guys order and go down into the hospital. Let's go. I always steal a fry, bro. One thing I got beef with is people that had got an attitude. And I don't know what's going on in their life, like yada, 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 but this 5 guys in particular down here next to Penn Medicine in El Taco, the staff here always has an attitude. And even when I'm ordering, even when I'm picking up, it's a they always got something with them, and you know, mostly younger people in there, like my age or younger, or a little bit older. But goes to show that's like our competition, so to speak, as landscapers, like young landscapers. That's our competition. Young folks that got an attitude, not smiling at you, not growling, but just like grinning at you. You know, not being, you know, just nasty behavior. That's my competition, and that's why people like when I show up. I'm a young guy that wants to earn their business. I'm a young guy that respects them. A young guy that like likes them.
Yeah. The ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things.
Y'all ever been so tired, it's like hard to keep your eyes open at night when you're driving? It's like, oh. I try to do the automatic self-driving, but I keep falling asleep, so it makes it worse. Anyways, I went and met my buddy Colin in the hospital. He's doing a lot better than he was, you know, a month ago. Month and a half, 2 months ago. But still needs a lot. Still needs a lot of support, a lot of prayers. You guys don't mind praying for my buddy Colin. He needs a liver and kidney transplant. Doctors are looking for someone deceased that can do both. Sad situation, just makes me realize how much I have and the opportunity I have and you guys have being outside the hospital, being able to work, you know. Sad.